Hey everybody, how you doing? Bud Brown here. Oh, I'm stoked. Why? Well, everything starts with just an idea, and then little by little over time it develops. That was like my first thought going to the Philippines. Wouldn't it be something if we could go or live in the Philippines? And then it's just a thought, little by little, doors open, here, there. Next thing you know, we're there. So this is what I was thinking. I think I said this in the last video. Filipinos in Mexico. So that thought rattled around in my little brain for a while. And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do a recon run, just like I did in the Philippines. Stayed there a month in the Philippines and then got things situated. Then I brought my wife over. So Mexico, I thought I'm going to go. Now I've seen researching that the Filipinos that came off of the Spanish galleons, Colima, Puebla, and Acapulco. So I thought, well, I'm familiar with Guadalajara. That's where I first learned. I moved there I didn't move there. Went there as a kid, went to University of Guadalajara and lived with a Mexican family, kind of an exchange type program, and learned Spanish. And I've always kind of had a soft spot for Guadalajara. So I said, I'm going to go back there. So first thing to do, set a flight. Got the flight. Yeah, it's done. The flight is set up. And then I had to fill out some immigration forms. And I thought, now how am I going to get to Tijuana Airport? Well, as many of you may know, they have a thing called CBX. Stand for Crossing Border Express. So it's a very unique situation where the Tijuana, here's the border, Mexico here and US, California here. The airport, Tijuana Airport, is right here, and they have a terminal or this special, I don't want to say tunnel, this special bridge is a covered bridge that goes across the border, and you can enter right here on the American side and cross the border going through the bridge, end up in Tijuana Airport. So I saw a video, and the guy had I say it sounded like covered bridge, sounds like the old days, but no, this is a, modern, just like LAX has a long passage under the freeway. You're walking a while. So anyway, it's modern. It's easy to get from California to Tijuana Airport. And of course, there's a few things you got to, show your passport, show your immigration form. And I think it costs, I bought a round trip ticket, not just for the flight, but also to cross this bridge. It was like $49. And normally I'm not into giving prices on things we pay. It's just my upbringing. So you don't be asking people how much you pay for this and that. But in this case, and even myself, when I went to the Philippines, I wanted to know, what does it cost? What does it cost for renting a house? What does it cost for electricity and telephone, all that stuff? So because of that, I'm telling you, the round trip going from California to Tijuana Airport and coming back was $49. And then the whole trip from flight from Tijuana Airport to Guadalajara Airport, I could have got a cheaper one, but I've learned over the years that cheapest is not the best or the most convenient. So this one was $188, which I feel is still fantastic price round trip. And I'm leaving Tijuana Airport at 7 o'clock in the morning. So Tammy said, she'd get up. We're early risers anyway, and take me there. And then I'll get in Guadalajara about 11 in the morning, which is a nice time to arrive. And coming back, I believe I leave Guadalajara about 7 in the afternoon or evening, and get to Tijuana Airport about 11:30 or 12, close to midnight. But, Tammy, Andrew, of course, come pick me up. So I'm going to be staying 6 nights there in 7 days. And where am I going to stay? I've only used Airbnb a couple of times in my life, but I liked it. I mean, you can get a hotel from the Airbnb, or you can rent a whole apartment or rent a whole house as far as that goes. People that have done this is no news, but I told myself I'd like to be in a room, because you can stay in just a room in somebody's house. So I know the nature of us Americans, we like to have our independence and just maybe have my own hotel room, nobody bother me, or an apartment, or a house all to myself. But I want a room in somebody's house that they're renting out. That way I can socialize and visit with them. So that's what I'm doing. And it was only like, I don't remember, but it's like $25 or $30 a night. So the whole trip is, say a couple $100 for the flight, $50 for the crossing the CBX, and the accommodations would be under $200. So, I'm excited about it. And so if any one of my subscribers are in or near Guadalajara, hey, let's get together. That'd be a hoot. So naturally, I'm going to try to record my journeys, and I'll let you know as the time comes. It's kind of unusual for me to plan so far in advance, but a couple of weeks, and I'll be down there. So I just hope that everything, I feel very comfortable, and as you probably know, I speak Spanish. It's not a problem. You puede hablar con la gente, no hay problema ninguno. So, and I'm sure the people will speak English there too, but, I want to, if you know me, I like to practice my languages. So my main goal is try to find Filipinos or a Filipino community in Mexico. So I may travel outside of Guadalajara to go to Puebla or Colima, or this place called Barra de Navidad. But it all depends. And I've never taken Uber very much. 2 or 3 times I've taken it. In the Philippines, in Cebu, there's a service called Grab, and I hopped on the back of a motorcycle and took a Grab motorcycle ride, like a little taxi, But they have Uber in Mexico and in Guadalajara, and I looked it up. Sure enough, yeah. So I don't really want to rent a car, but I most likely will take a taxi or Uber to these places outside of Guadalajara. But I'm just so excited about it. So I want you to come with me. And any advice, of course, I always am open to advice. Sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't. But I hope you'll come along with me. Put it on your calendar. June 6th. I'll be in Mexico until the 12th. So anyway, I just wanted to make that little announcement, and hope you all can come by. Until next time, bye-bye.